Hey everybody, it's Mo. Here's a solo episode here on Real Relationships, Real Revenue. Short and sharp one. And I want to give you the number one insight I've seen over the last several years, and our clients are just loving this. Now here it is. I'm going to have to share my screen. So if you're on audio, I'm going to walk through this verbally. You're going to be able to follow along, but this is a little bit better to see on video if you get the chance. So here's a simple table. And the table has two columns. Doing the work is one column, and winning the work is one column. And as you look at this, and I'm going to walk you through if you're on audio, you'll notice that all the different aspects of doing the work or winning the work aren't just different between the two of those perspectives. They're the opposites. They're the exact opposites. So this is from our upcoming book. It's going to come out August 27th, 2024. If you're watching this after with us, you can get it in a second. If you're watching it before, you can pre-order it anywhere books are sold. It's called Give to Grow, Invest in Relationships to Build Your Business and Your Career. Here's the table. Clients respond always when doing the work, rarely when winning the work. Emails, when doing the work, they're long and offer clarity. But when they're winning the work, they should be short. 50 words or less is a good rule of thumb and offer help. The reason I say 50 words is that's one Outlook screen on an iPhone. Communication is, when doing the work, predictable and comfortable. When winning the work, fluid and uncomfortable. You win with, when doing the work, the best answers. You win when winning the work, the best questions. It's best to go in with a full presentation when you're doing the work, but a blank page when winning the work. You give away very little and manage scope when you're doing the work, but you give away as much as needed to create demand when winning the work. Feedback. It's quick and consistent when doing the work. Great meeting. That was awesome. When you're winning the work, it's slow and irregular. Crickets, no response, and then randomness. Effort is rewarded immediately when you're doing the work, some point in the future when you're winning the work. The idea behind this table is, as I was working with my publisher, Todd, at Bard Press, he does one book a year, and he's been just spending, we spend so much time together. I'll have 1,000 hours in on this book, Give to Grow, by the time we hit pub date on August 27th. He's probably got more. And at one point, we realized, how can we create one image, one table, one graphic, something like that, that crystallizes the differences? And as he and I worked on this, it was late in the day, my time. He's out in Portland, midday his time, late afternoon. And we just had this epiphany that the differences aren't just a little bit, which is actually what I thought they were beforehand. But as we mapped this out, we realized the differences are the exact opposites. In total, when you're doing the work, your job is to create certainty in the mind of your clients. It's to say, you've hired us, we're going to get the job done, we're going to climb the mountain, we're going to get this done for you. We're going to solve your problem. You're either removing a negative or you're creating a positive. But when you're winning the work, it's not certainty. You are really orienting everything around creating possibility. You're going to educate and help them realize that they can do something they didn't know that they could do as fast or as well. Again, either removing a negative or creating a positive. So if you orient your mind on certainty when doing the work and possibility when winning the work, that'll be your sort of unlock, your prism to see all these other things. Now, here's the pro tip I want to give you. The best top performers are really good at toggling between these two mindsets. Just think of writing an email, the second row here on the left side. Writing an email. When you need 7 things to get whatever you need to get done by 5 o'clock on Friday by the client, write a big long email, air quotes, put everything in one place, make it easy for them to respond, things like that. But if you've got 7 follow-ups with a client on a prospect side, on potentially winning some work, do not put them all in one email. Break them up into several. Pick your number one thing and just send your follow-up on just that. Get that email down to 50 words or less, or at least something in that ballpark. Make it easy for them to respond because they're not under deadline. They're not under deadline when you're deepening a relationship, when you're providing a thought piece, something like that. And because you're not on under deadline, they can ignore it. So if you put 7 follow-ups after the meeting yesterday in one email and it's 1,000 words and they get that in their inbox and they're scrolling down, they can't even see the bottom of it, you're in a really bad spot because the initial feeling they're getting is, ugh, I don't even know when I'm going to have time to read this. So that's just one example, one row on this table. But the broader idea is create very quick state changes and mindset changes between doing the work and winning the work. Couple ideas that you can do that are, one, you can create fewer toggling, fewer switch points between one or the other. So to the extent you can, get your winning the work, your relationship development stuff done early in the day, early in the week, knock it out, and just have fewer back and forths. That makes it easier to toggle because you have fewer toggles. Another thing you can do is just remember certainty versus possibility. So if you're in the middle of triaging your inbox and you've got some things that are around projects that have won and some things are about projects you'd like to win, just quickly toggle and think, hey, I need a quick different style of response to this email than that email. And that can help you too. Just immediately think, am I creating certainty or am I creating possibility? Am I long and everything in one place, or I'm just barely what's needed? And really prioritizing what I'm going to message and keeping it short and sharp. That's what you can do to be successful. So I'll just finish with this, is that you want to realize, thing one from this video, you want to realize that the moves and the mindsets that you need when doing the work aren't just different, they're the opposites of what you need when you're winning the work, thing one. Thing two, to the extent you can, have fewer switching. Minimize the number of switches you had between doing and winning, meaning batch each type of work to the extent you can. And then thing three, even if you can't do that, which happens sometimes, then just realize I need to make really quick state changes, really quick toggling between how I respond to this versus how I respond to that, the mindsets you need and the moves you need. And this is one of the biggest unlocks you can have when it comes to relationship development, is know which realm you're in, what you need to do to be successful in each, and quickly move between the two. I hope this is helpful. We've got a free training course over at givetogrow.info. That's givetogrow.info that we've built that surrounds the book. You don't even have to have the book to go through it, although it's better if you do. So put a ton of work into that, and it will really help unlock your next level of success. So you can get that at givetogrow.info. We'll see you. As with all our videos, I hope this one helps you help your clients succeed.